Good evening and welcome to EastCast for Wednesday, March 10th, 1993. Along with Jeff Pollack and Mike Furman on sports, I'm Adam Litwin. Tonight we'll be bringing you up to date on activities in SAD and DECA. We'll also tell you about a new high-tech form of cheating that's worrying the school board. Last Friday night, Students Against Drunk Driving held their annual student auction. EastCast was at the auction, and we were well represented by Eric Salzman and Elaine Cruz, who were gracious enough to provide us with behind-the-scenes interviews and other footage. Here are Eric and Elaine.
I'm here now with Beth Rudner, one of the SAD chair people. Beth, what exactly is the purpose of tonight's event?
What we're going to do is we're going to auction people off, so people can have fun for the next day. I don't know. I don't even know. This is my first year doing this.
What do the people auctioned off have to do?
Basically anything that the person who bought them tells them to do, within reason.
All right, and what about the money raised tonight? What are you going to put that towards?
I don't know.
She has no idea. Beth Rudner has no idea what this fundraiser is for. Now, see, a lot of people want to know, why does SAD need fundraisers? What do they spend money on? She doesn't know. That's all there is to it.
I'm good at it. No. SAD is a very important organization. What we do is we try and convince people, especially in school, not to drink and drive. So all the money that we make goes towards this convincing.
Sounds great. Thanks very much. You asked me to interview.
Why do you think I'd be so stupid?
Okay, I am now sitting here with Trisha Relosa, SGA President, Lisa Schusterman, the student rep to the Board of Education, Gail Horvitz, the president of the senior class. The three of them are otherwise known as the id, the ego, and the super ego. Guys, it seems to me like you're going to be the prize package tonight. Gail, how much do you think you're going to go for?
Hopefully, more than $5. We're hoping we get sold.
Okay, and how...
People bid on us, actually.
Okay, how were you convinced to do this tonight, Lisa?
They asked us to do this, and we said yes. It was her. Her money.
We knew it was for a good cause, and we wanted to contribute to the school, so we did it.
Right now, we have two senior girls. We have Sarah Keogh and Amy Waddell. Sarah, I think the first people anyone seeing this shot are going to want to know is, what's the whip for?
It's to keep everyone under control, I think.
All right, Amy, what about the gun? What's that for?
To shoot people with.
How much do you guys think you're going to go for tonight?
We just hope that someone buys us. We just don't want to be left out on stage and having no one buy us.
All right, now on Monday, you guys are going to have to fulfill your obligation and act as servants for whoever buys you. What do you think's the one thing you will refuse to do? Speak. Obviously, she will refuse to speak. Sarah, what about you?
I'm not going to do anything completely embarrassing. Like, I won't wear totally bizarre clothes. Not like I'm not wearing bizarre clothes now, but...
All right, are either of you hoping for someone special or in particular to buy you?
Oh, we just want someone to buy us. And as long as we go for more than a quarter, we're happy.
All right, good luck, and I'll see you after the auction. With Heather Homan and Sue. Guys, do you have some sort of theme?
Yeah, we're disco babes.
What gave you that idea?
I had this 70s tape, and we liked the music, so we picked the song.
Sue, what song are you guys going to?
A disco song. What's the name of it? We can't dance, so anybody can disco, so that's what we're gonna do.
All right, how much are you hoping to be sold for?
Anything, at least $1.
At least a buck?
At least a buck.
You hoping for anything more?
I hope for more, but I don't know.
No. Well, I wish you luck. And one more question, just off the top of my head here. Let's see, what can I come up with? What is the one thing that you're looking forward to be doing as a slave?
Dressing up funny, getting out of class early.
All right, well, have a good time. I'll see you later.
I will not only wine and dine you, okay? I mean, not only will, it'll be nice, but, I'll cook, wonderfully, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever you want, it's sold, remember.
What's your best dish?
Best dish? I'm the best dish. You know what I'm saying?
Mr. Belchikoff is tonight's auctioneer. Mr. B, what's the deal with this thing? How's it all work?
Well, it's like any other auction. Yeah, the students bid on other students, and the highest bidder gets to dress the student up, They can take them, have them bring their books all around school, dress them up, whatever they want to do within limits.
All right, and who do you think is going to go for the most tonight?
Yeah, it's hard to say. You don't know whose friends are here and who put money in whose hands to bid the highest, because some of these people don't want to get bought by anybody else but their friends. So it's tough to say. You never know, and you never know how high it's going to go. I remember the first year we did this, we had one guy who was bought by a group of 6 girls. They paid close to $300.
All right, well,
You never know.
thank you very much. It looks like we're about ready to get started.
It'll be fun.
The price you were expecting?
I would hope a little bit more, but 21's acceptable.
All right, now do you know what kind of lunch you're going to have to cook?
I don't know what kind of lunch I'm going to have to cook, but what I was planning was a little fresh Caesar salad, all right? I was thinking about stuffed shells, okay? But not just stuffed shells, all right? There's going to be like carrots and spinach. It's really, really good, and peppers and all in it, and a fresh fruit cup, did in a nice little watermelon shape kind of thing. It's going to be really interesting.
All right, well, congratulations, and thank you very much. No, I don't want to touch anyone. Sarah Keogh just went, what do you guys go for, $14? You happy with that?
Yeah, I'm so humiliated. I never want to do something like this ever again in all of my existence.
Sarah, some of us didn't catch just what that vegetable was. What did you say you would be?
Rhubarb.
A rhubarb.
Rhubarb pie because it's really sweet, but if you eat it when it's like cold, it's sour. It's sweet when it's hot. That was her point. Sweet when it's hot. I got mixed up and I was a little nervous, so I didn't say it right. We were gonna squirt the audience, but we got nervous and we just completely forgot.
Yeah? Okay, here we have Heather and Sue and the girl who bought them. Lisa. I knew that, thanks. Lisa, why $10?
Because since the audience is so dead, I figured I'd start it up at $10 and see if things would pick up a little, but obviously it didn't. And it's also Heather Homan's lucky field hockey number. Since she recently got accepted to Lehigh, I thought that I'd start the bidding at 10, and as I did, I got lucky and I had these 2 beautiful girls.
Well, congratulations on Lehigh, Heather. Oh,
I will get them on Monday. Thank you.
are you guys excited to be sold to a friend?
Yes, very.
Are you a little nervous?
No.
What are your plans?
Only I know. It's a secret.
All right, well, we'll talk to you after Monday. Good luck.
All right, thank you.
Right, you were the prize package tonight. How much did you go for?
$83.
No, is that more than you expected?
Yeah.
Yeah, and do you know who bought you?
Yeah.
Who was it?
People who really, really love us.
Yes, and what do you think they're going to make you do?
They're our friends. They won't make us do too many. Actually,
They might,
don't know.
but we don't really care at this point.
at this point, we're just
happy to be
received.
bought.
Do you think you're going to go for so much?
No.
No.
Do you have any idea? You know what they plan? You scared of anything in particular?
Public humiliation. But besides that, we're really not scared at this
used to it.
point.
No,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're fine.
Okay, well, good luck and congratulations.
Okay.
Anybody going to give me 90? Anybody going to give me 90? I want to hear 90. I want to hear 90. I got 80 over here. I got 80 over here. Anybody going to give me 90? Anybody going to give me 90? I got 90. I got 90 over here. I got 90 over here. I got 90. Anybody got 90? I got 95. 95. Anybody 95? Anybody 95? Anybody got
Guys, you got sold for $25. How do you feel?
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Feels great considering the turnout that we had today. You know. Yeah. Chaos. No other word for it. Look at this. Everyone's just clearing out. They're leaving before our eyes. But hey, you see, they wanted to buy us, but they ran out of money. Here. How do you describe that feeling when we're on stage? Sort of like, whew.
Go for it.
We went through $90.
You happy about that?
Yes, very happy.
You a little bit surprised, Steve?
Actually, I'm kind of disappointed. I was hoping my mother would come and bid, more than $90, but I don't know. She didn't show up, so I'm upset. Mom, wherever you are, I love you.
It's at my house. Do you guys know who purchased you?
Yeah, we do. It was Joanna Levinson and
Rachel Lambert.
Rachel
Lambert. Lauren Marlino.
It was a bunch of girls. I don't know.
You know what they have in mind for you?
Whatever they want. They can have whatever they want. $90
slaves per day. $90, I'll do anything.
$90, I'll do anything too.
Goes to a good cause. Good cause.
Oh, yeah.
Good luck to you on Monday. Thanks a lot.
This week's SAT word of the week is a verb, propitiate. Propitiate, propitiate, to cause to become favorably inclined. Like every year here at East, the most prominent of students are being honored by being selected to East's Hall of Fame. Students wishing to be enshrined fill out an application at the beginning of the year. The applications are reviewed by a faculty committee who decides who will make the Hall of Fame in the first half of the year. Anyone who is rejected is still open to make the Hall of Fame during the second half of the year. Students making either cut are first displayed in the main entrance, and then their pictures are displayed in the halls for a whole decade. The second half of this year's Hall of Fame inductees are as follows: Shelby Adams, Jennifer Bickel, Sarah Braslow, Eileen Caballo, Stacy Caruso, Elaine Cruz, Jeff Dotto, Eric DePrince, Heather Homan, Rick Hong, Wendy Huang, Dana Masselkoff, Jonathan Bakarski, Sarah Perloff, Eric Plotnick, Danielle Pulliams, William Sample, Rebecca Schlanger, Gerald Sue, Evan Weiner, Susan Wright, and James Yang. Each chapter of the nationally based Distributive Education Clubs of America is holding its annual Fall Fashion Show and Prom Preview tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. in East's Cafeteria 2. The program will feature student models sporting apparel from a number of brand name manufacturers, as well as clothing that is sold at various local businesses. Cherry Hill East DECA is advised by Mr. Anthony Fiocco, a business education teacher here at East. Incidentally, this will most likely be Fiocco's last year of many fashion shows, since he's planning on retiring at the end of this school year. Spring is just around the corner, and with spring goes East Spring Musical. This year's thespian production is Into the Woods, an entertaining show involving famous Mother Goose fairy tales. The legends of Jack and the Beanstalk, Rapunzel, and Cinderella are intertwined with the story of the baker and his wife. Throughout the play, the characters from each story try to achieve their individual goals of living happily ever after. The Stephen Sondheim musical will feature a large cast of 65 East students. As always, Into the Woods will be directed by Mr. Robert D. Nation and choreographed by Mrs. Mary Beth Quinlan. Mr. Tom Weaver heads the set construction, and Mrs. Lisa Wilson will help the cast as they learn the aspects of the Sondheim vocal songs. Miss Joan Bruno is in charge of advertising, and Mr. Paul Howe is in charge of sound and props. And now here's Eric Salzman with some of the cast members of Into the Woods.
Okay, I'm standing here with senior Pierre Guitar. Pierre, this is your first performance in a Robert D. Nation production, correct?
That is true, yeah.
And how did you get involved this year? It's your last year. You're a senior now. Why did you wait so long?
Well, that's basically it. You know, I've done a little bit of like theater here and there, but nothing with Mr. Nation, nothing like the spring musical or nothing like extravaganza, you know. So I figured it's my senior year. I might as well try out for the big thing and see if I get a part, and I got a part, and I was very happy.
You got the part of the narrator, right?
Yeah.
How are you finding the role?
Well, it's pretty. It's difficult. It's actually hard for me to play narrator because there's not a set like character. Because I have to find a character, and I guess just watching the videotape of the real Into the Woods, I'm acting like him, which I don't like very much. So I sort of have to change or talk to Mr. Nation or something to get better character in there, you know.
Now, Godspell was a huge success here at East this fall or winter, whatever it was. And everybody's kind of thinking that Into the Woods should be, if not as good, better. Do you think you're going to be able to hold up to the expectations?
Well, it's the hardest play that East has done, I think, and Mr. Nation says so too. So, and we're doing it in the smallest amount of time. So, hopefully it'll be very good. I mean, I think it's an incredible play, and usually the spring musical is the best play anyway. I mean, no matter what it is. But if it's a bad play, it's a bad play. It won't be a bad play, so it'll be as good or better.
I'm standing here with Tama Dictor, the stage manager for this year's spring musical, Into the Woods. Tama, can you tell us a little bit of what Into the Woods is about?
It's about a bunch of fairy tales that all get together and are combined for enjoyment.
And when is the Robert D. Nation company putting this show on?
The 19th, the 20th, and 21st, the 25th, the 26th, and the 27th.
Can you tell us how much it's going to cost to get in?
$5 a ticket.
And how are rehearsals going? Do you think it's going to be ready on time?
Yes, it'll be ready on time. Rehearsals are a little sketchy, but we're pulling it through. We're doing a good job.
All right, Tama, this year, the Godspell production was an absolutely incredible show. A lot of people are wondering if Into the Woods is going to be able to have the same performance. What do you think?
The characters are different, but yet the talent is still the same, so I think that the show will match up equally as great as Godspell was.
Okay, thank you very much. This has been Eric Salzman for EastCast.
We hope Eric's report will propitiate you to attend Into the Woods on March 19th, 20th, 21st, 25th, 26th, and 27th. Tickets are $5 and can be purchased at the box office beginning March 15th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Don't miss another fine East production. Tickets for Into the Woods go on sale March 15th. Adam?
East's weekly mini publication, Cougar's Den, is back after 2 years in hibernation. The 4-page supplement, put out by the same group as Eastside, is a publication that spotlights the work of underclassmen. The editors of the publication are all juniors, and they include Ryan Silverman, Mike Baskies, and Jody Cohen. Each week, the paper is comprised of stories and drawings that all pertain to a particular theme. Themes thus far have included the problems with life, local hangout spots, and AIDS. The paper will continue to circulate on a weekly basis until the beginning of May. The advisor for all of East journalism-related activities is Mr. Tony Sipp. The Cherry Hill Board of Education is currently putting together an investigation on students and the way they cheat in class. The big method of cheating being investigated right now is cheating using Walkman. That's right, radios with headphones are the subject of a school board probe. It's believed that students pre-record notes on tape and listen to them during tests. It may sound a bit far-fetched, but it's actually not a bad idea if you think about it. At any rate, if you do it, now's a good time to stop. The school board will find you. EastCast will bring you more news on this interesting investigation as more is learned. Jeff, winter sports are about wrapped up, so let's go to our sports anchor, Mike Furman.
Thanks, Adam. This week in East Sports, only 2 teams did battle. First off, the girls' basketball team opened their playoff schedule with a wild, wacky, and exciting 4-overtime game, which they pulled out 44-42 over Brick Township. Melissa Delpobosian hit 2 foul shots in the final second of the 4th overtime to secure the victory for the Lady Cougars, who were led by Jill Marples at 19 points, which put her over the 1,000-point plateau for her career. Congratulations to Jill. However, the team's season ended with a 43-36 loss at the hands of Washington Township. East had the lead at halftime, but could not hold on. The girls finished the season with an outstanding record of 19-6. The only other team in action this week was the wrestling squad, which participated in the Region 7 tournament. Only Steve Stallcup advanced to the Super Regionals, but Jeff DeYoung, Achilles Aland, Martin and Andrew Jensen, Jeff Weismer, and Jeff Kelmer all had good showings for the East squad. One final note, spring tryouts start this week. Good luck to all those who try out. That's all for the sports. Now back to Jeff.
Congratulations to the debate team on their first place finish in recent competition. And tune in next week for more on the play, the debate team, and the mock trial team. And that's all for this edition of EastCast. For cable advisor Mr. Keith Haynes, cameraman Mr. Gordon Hampson, sports anchor Mike Furman, and my co-anchor Adam Litwin, I'm Jeff Pollock. Coming up next on Cable 18 is East-West boys basketball, following the junior school news. Thanks for watching, and tonight we'll leave you with Ophelia, waiting to find out at the Decca Fashion Show what shoes to wear to the prom. Good night, Ophelia.
Woof.
Good evening and welcome to the West Report. I'm Jen Garrido.
And I'm Ann Ebi. The Hall of Fame induction ceremony was held last Thursday morning, March 4th, in a senior class assembly, which also featured the jazz ensemble directed by Mr. Goldman to entertain the faculty and the students. The class rank, extracurricular and athletic activities, and faculty and student votes of each of the 57 Hall of Fame nominees had been taken into consideration, and 13 students rose above the other nominees. Kim McBride, Tom Estelo, Amy Zalkman, Bruce Barker, Adrian Thorpe, Rob Wagner, Joy Lowe, Brian Schmidt, Julie McDonald, Deepal Doshi, Leslie McNair, Jason Botel, and Ushma Pandya were inducted into the Hall of Fame. The inductees were awarded a plaque, and their names will be engraved into the Hall of Fame plaque in front of the principal's office, with their pictures displayed above it for 1 year. Congratulations to these 13 memorable seniors.
Opening night for West Spring musical West Side Story is this Friday, March 12th at 8 p.m. Another show has been added on Saturday, March 20th at 2 p.m. But hurry, tickets are going fast, and West musicals are known to sell out every show. You can buy tickets for $5 each during any lunch periods. We interviewed Mr. Jalora to see how the show is progressing in these last rehearsals.
With opening night for West Side Story just a few days away, we decided to interview its director to see how the show's coming along. Mr. Jalora, what are the final rehearsals like?
Well, we're up to the stage now where we're pulling everything together. We've been rehearsing separately, singers separate from the dancers, separate from the singers, separate from the actors, separate from the orchestra. And now what problems I foresee are in meshing all that together. And we'll find out how that all happens in the next few days.
I know some directors rehearse until the last minute and others take a day off before opening night. Which do you choose to do?
We've always chosen to take the day before the show off. And I feel that the rehearsal schedule has been so intense for the last 2 weeks that I want my actors to be really fresh and charged, and I think that's the way to do it. Other people think you work towards a peak, and there are two ways of looking at it. That's just the way I choose to do it.
Are there any innovative or different things we should look for in this year's production of the show?
Well, scenically, we've tried to do something interesting. We're working instead of with the typical boxed sets or flats or walls coming in, we've chosen to go to an urban jungle kind of look. And so there's scaffolding on stage. There's the walls are painted bricks. There's lots of barbed wire and cyclone fencing and all this kinds of stuff. The floor is painted to look like it's a street sidewalk, a street pavement, to make that feeling. And we don't use anywhere in the show. There are no typical sets that come in. So that's different for us. It's a very open feeling kind of staging, and I think it works very nicely in this show.
Are there any show-stopping numbers we should brace ourselves for?
You should brace yourselves for. Well, there's always Officer Krupke in the second act, which is written. It's at a very low point in the show, and the number is done as a comedic vaudeville number. And the way it's written in the book, it's hard not to be effective. And I think our Officer Krupke will be very effective this year. Lots of gymnastics and tumbling and Marx Brothers kind of puns and punches and that sort of thing. So that's going to be a big number to look out for in the second act. In the first act, I think the number that we closed the preview performance today, America, is a very high energy, great number. One that we haven't seen yet, the students haven't seen yet, is Cool, which happens somewhere in the middle. It's another really good number. Big numbers.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Jula. We'll see you opening night.
See you there, too.
Celebrate West Side Story by sending a message with a carnation to your favorite company member. See Mrs. Church for details.
All South Jersey Jazz Band tryouts were held last Monday, March 1st. Junior bassist Adam Michalak and sophomore saxophonist Ty Groves were accepted into the ensemble. Congratulations to these outstanding musicians. West's Indoor Drumline had a very successful weekend this past Saturday and Sunday. At Archbishop Ryan, they placed third out of 7 lines, and on Sunday, they placed first with a score of 86.7. The Drumline will be performing in the Jones Gym on March 27th for West's annual Festival of Colors Indoor Color Guard and drumline competitions. Come out and support both groups. Now here's Brian Connors with this week's Reason to Celebrate.
Every year during the last months of winter, millions of people around the United States take part in one of America's most honored traditions, eating Girl Scout cookies. Thin Mints, Tagalongs, Samoas, they're all so delicious. And what a better way to celebrate? Hallelujah, March 12th is almost here. That's right, it's Girl Scout Day once again. On March 12th, 1912, Daisy Gordon and 10 other young girls met in an unused horse stable in Savannah, Georgia, and organized the first patrol of Girl Guides. Daisy Gordon's aunt, Miss Juliet Lowe, became acquainted with Sir Robert Baden-Powell, the leader of the Boy Scouts, and she influenced him to help start a program to do for girls what the Scouts did for boys. By 1915, they officially became known as the Girl Scouts, and by 1945, there were approximately 1,147,000 members. They also became favorites of many of the first ladies. Mrs. Herbert Hoover was actively interested in the Scouts and entertained them many times during her residence at the White House. The modern guidelines for Girl Scouts today say that the Girl Scout is expected to do a good turn for someone every day and to obey the Scout law. And this requires that she be worthy of trust, loyal, useful and helpful to others, a friend to all, and a sister to every other Scout, courteous, a friend to animals, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, and clean in thought, word, and deed. A lot, huh? It's nice to know that there's a group of caring girls around the world that are out for the good of humanity. It really warms my heart. This is Brian Connors with this week's Reason to Celebrate. Happy Girl Scout Day, everybody.
The American legal system classes taught by the principal and Mr. Fleeter went to Washington, D.C. last Wednesday, March the 3rd. Students left school at 6 a.m. and got back at 9:45 p.m. Christine Saldana, one of the students, recalled seeing $22,000 worth of confiscated jewelry at their first stop, the FBI headquarters. FBI agents talked about DNA sampling, fingerprinting, criminal tracking through the help of such shows as Unsolved Mysteries and America's Most Wanted, and they also saw a demonstration of target shooting. The students then went to the Supreme Court and saw a case questioning the validity of patent law between Morrison and ChemCorp. Then the students walked to the Senate House where senators were discussing budget renewals for the unemployed. Finally, the students walked to the Arbitrum where they met Senator Bill Bradley from New Jersey. All in all, the trip was a huge success. Cherhill West and Camden High School have formed a partnership called Neighbors United. Its focus will be on improving the quality of life for poor families. The group is in the process of planning an ongoing program of community service projects for the city of Camden. Some projects they have include rehab and refurbishing of housing, improving the facility of a daycare center, and beautifying and cleaning of an inner city area, just to name a few. Out of 195 volunteers, 40 will be sent to a rehab housing center in Camden on Saturday, March 20th. The work will be continued at least up to December 31st of 1993. Students, teachers, and parents of High School West and Camden High want to take part in this activity must fill out a volunteer form, which is available at Mr. Lorenzetti's office. Sign up and make a difference. And now for this week's sports, here's Dave Marica.
Winter sports seasons came to an end last week. The girls' varsity basketball team lost to Willingboro in the first round of the Group 4 state tournament. This loss ends the girls' 1992-93 season with a record of 18-6. Janaea Butler and Joanna Elias each ended their 4-year career at West, with 12 points. Also, the wrestling team finished their season. This week, 125-pounder Todd Updike, 103-pounder Chris Staniak, and 171-pounder John Tisa competed in the Region 7 tournament last week. They all wrestled well. Well, that's all the sports for the winter season. As you can tell, I'm getting ready for the spring season with my spring attire on. And also, I just want to mention that coming up is West Side Story, March 12th, 13th, and 14th, and 18th, 19th, and 20th. You should come see it. It will be great. Woom to toom, and I'll catch you next week.
Auditions for the talent show are coming up next week, March 17th. That's Wednesday after school, so if you're planning to try out, you better start practicing. The show will be held Friday night, March 26th. One final reminder, March 15th is a half day for teachers in service.
Thank you for watching tonight's West Report. Stay tuned for the East-West boys basketball game following the junior school news. Good night.
Good night.